Your chest up here. Nah, of course not. Why would there be though? Alright. You say 3 blocks. Don't believe you. But I hope. 1. 1, 2, 3. We're going up 4. How's that actually gonna work? I gotta wait for Bro to come by. Please reach. Wait, okay, hold on. Alright, it's 4 blocks, not 3, by the way. And it takes forever to go. You know, do not fall off the edge, bro. I do that get off of the phone like 4 or 5 minutes later. Like 11:30 though. But I'm gonna like stay on the game. It's just I'm gonna have to text chat you instead of actually using voice chat.
Alright, sounds good.
Pig. There's no way it's night or anything. This pig literally got me hit, bro. That's weird. I need to eat it, crush a loaf, honestly. Okay, fine. It's a thing that got me hit, bro. 4 pieces of iron. Over so good. Crush a loaf.
4 pieces of iron.
Yeah, I can barely run Bedrock, bro. I do not know if I'd be able to run.
Dude, that's why I love Java.
Java lags more than Bedrock, bro.
No, it doesn't, dude. Trust me.
Alright, keep playing. Crafting. Because like, I can't craft anything. Like, jeez, bro. Alright, make some sticks. Get another piece of wood. I gotta get stone tools, bro. Alright, make wood tools. Make a wood pickaxe. Not because I want to, guys, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Another day. Yo, what are you doing over there? You're so dumb.
I have emeralds.
I give up. I have one singular emerald.
I have 2.
I'm taking down something to this stuff. Alright, there we go. Just 1 block at a time, actually. Ooh, okay. I'm actually gonna go to this wooden pickaxe now, though. I'm just getting a little bit of knowledge in the next stone. I gotta go burn this. Because nighttime comes around, bro, I'm so dead. Yo, we should like stick together, though.
Yeah, I have 5 emeralds now. Same one you're at. I'm just going to the houses you're not going to.
Not that. Not to mention diamonds. No, pretty sure you're at a different one, though.
Oh, it might be.
They're iron golem or something like.
Oh, yeah, there's still an iron golem here. I'm at a different one.
Okay, definitely not mine. I did let their iron golem take pickaxe. Ow. Pickaxe. Drop the pickaxe. Yo, is that choking in there? Oh, yeah. Alright, 1. Stone axe. 2. A stone sword. 3. Stone sword.
Dude, this server's glitching so bad right now.
We're just too good for it.
For real, though.
Alright, I'm getting wood. Ooh, that's a big drop. There, all my wood ready, bro. Alright, I already have like 12 pieces of wood. Going on top. Yeah, I'm doing this village so dirty, bro. Like, I'm stealing all of their stuff. All their wood, So, it's bad. I feel like all our bases in like interconnected with like a tunnel.
Yeah.
You don't, so I don't even have to go to the top of it, the overworld, actually, but it's you base. I basically want to make a mega base with all three of us, same base, so we have like different sections of the base.
Yeah.
But like we all basically make separate bases, but we connect them underground with tunnels, and they're basically after mega base. What are your cores about? It's becoming
170, negative 219.
What's the first core?
170.
170. Oh, you must be this way. Oh, you want the opposite. You go the opposite. You want the other. Yeah. Alright, it's kind of nighttime, but you might need to make a hole in the wall.
I'm inside of a village right now. Dude, I have like 10 beds, bro.
Alright, hold on. I'm not stopping with that. I gotta dig straight down. Ooh, I'm gonna make it so only one person has to sleep, though.
Yeah, that'd be smart.
Alright, settings.
I think I gotta hang up the call for the night. I'm gonna still play, I'm just gonna hang up.
Alright. Yeah, I'll just text the chat.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna be listening to some videos though.
Alright, just try to make sure you have
Alright. Alright. See ya. Alright, see ya. Alright, see ya.
First, it was a base that was supposed to be a fortress. Impenetrable, unfindable, unmovable. But it was not found, but sabotaged. This is by far the most insane 2D story involving a base I've ever covered on this channel. So let's get right into this. It all started in June of 2020, when a few high-ranking members from the Spawn Masons decided to start a new group base on 2D2T. It was to be called Sky Mason. But this wouldn't be the typical base where you would just give other members the coordinates to its location. Too many bases have been lost due to untrustworthy members leaking coordinates. So what if you didn't even have to give the members coordinates at all? Now this just sounds crazy. A 2D2T base without coordinates? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, when you hear how this was done, it actually starts to make a lot of sense. The end goal of the Masons was to have a base exist on 2D2T, but nobody would actually be able to see the coordinates. And the way they did it was pure genius. Instead of players taking their own Minecraft accounts to the base coordinates on 2D2T, they joined a whitelisted proxy server, log them onto one of a collection of Minecraft accounts staged at the base. So if a player with proxy access decided to use the base, he would simply be removed from the whitelist. And most importantly, the coordinates that were sent to the client were offset to an arbitrary number. Alright, great. So the coordinates that were shown to the client were junk. But what if someone just reverse engineered the terrain to find the real coordinates? Well, Masons thought of this. When the base was conceived, an enormous area, thousands of blocks wide, was excavated down to bedrock using TNT duper flying machines. You can't reverse engineer the terrain when there is none. What if you tried to walk outside the excavated area approximately? Well, it would disconnect you from the game. Okay, well you could just reverse engineer the coordinates with bedrock patterns. Nope, the existing bedrock pattern from the proxy coordinates were sent instead. Alright then, what if you tried to use the block rotation? Nope! The block rotations would just send you to the junk portions shown through the client's proxy. Even slimes were disabled in the proxy, as slime spawning chunks could be used to reverse engineer the coordinates. So because there was no possible way to extract the true location of the base, this meant that pictures and videos of Skymacing could be shown freely on the internet without any risk of the base being leaked. Lots of media was shared, which included this screenshot of the base showing bedrock. This was of course easily reverse engineered to find that the coordinates were around 20 million blocks out, but that bedrock in the picture of course wasn't actually bedrock in the base. It was just the bedrock pattern that the proxy server was assigned to. And yes, there were a few players that actually traveled 20 million blocks away from spawn just to find that. Know that because an account was kept there just to track which players showed up. What's even crazier is that some of those players actually decided to build structures there, creating what I like to call Skymacing 2. So basically, Skymacing was a fortress. No matter what methods players tried, there was no way to get the coordinates by reversing. The only way you were able to get the coords was if you were very high up the Skymacing island, or if you were a base engineer and just happened to find the base by random. Yeah, this actually happened. Multiple times too. There's many stories of how a few players found the base, and I'll share a few of them. One day, one of the base members who knew the real coordinates decided to fly far away from the base to find a big open ocean so he can make a map of it. He eventually ran into a very old Infinite Ocean chunk trail. Now, this type of Minecraft terrain hasn't been generated since the 1.6 update, and it's very distinctive by the splotch pattern on the ocean bottom. At the time, this base member didn't realize what it was and decided to make his map art there anyways. This, of course, would be a huge mistake. Eventually, along came a base hunter by the name of Carpo Zero, who was following this ancient chunk trail only to find this massive uncompleted map art. He got a bit suspicious of its placement directly on an Infinite Ocean chunk trail and started following the new chunk trail that went directly back to Skymacing. Once the Masons spotted him, they decided the best course of action was to invite him to the base. He even actually started building with them too. After this incident, every last trace of it to help prevent any future encounters. I feel like it's felt that this still happened. Another base hunter found a portal that was accidentally left open in Nether. The chunk trail leading directly to the base. Looks like the spawn users should have followed on the base. Now the Nazis decided to build a base less than proxy system by the coordinates. The base was designed to this could have easily been prevented by simply building a spawn. As a result, even more players would eventually find it. And each player who did also intended to build there, but were told to keep their mouths shut regarding the true coordinates of Skymacing. So how did Skymacing fall? Well, one of the sources got two sources. One idea was that the